Yeah, welcome back. Hello everyone to more for Tormented Souls 2, which we made a start on last week, and then having played the original game of the week before. I do intend to play this game to a completion. That is the goal here. I think we're about halfway or so through the game. It's been a decent experience so far. I don't have a lot to complain about with Tormented Souls 2. The first game, definitely, there were things like... but 2's been a pretty solid all-round experience, honestly. The game makes an obvious point of being very atmospheric and visual. It just feels a lot more well-rounded, a lot more expansive, a lot more encompassing so far in our journeys. Again, I expect the stream, I'm predicting somewhere between like 4 and 6 hours, but we'll see. But I do intend to play this to a finished tonight. Couple other things to note as well before we get started here. After the end of the last stream, I did do a small bit of backtracking off screen to check a couple things, because we ended up walking over to the graveyard without realizing we were doing it, and we now can't get back to see if there's anything else we could do around, and the answer was no. There was no way to bust open up the walls. There's a couple of boxes. It's like, that's it really, so we don't worry too much about that. Let's get ourselves loaded up. Also as well, a couple of things I have realized. A, I quite like this music. B, I have fucked up my save system. That is not ideal. What you gonna do? It'll be fine. Promise. Okay, let's quickly take stock about where we're at here. So we are here in the... I'm pretty sure there's a map around here. Map? Look. What the hell? I could have sworn that I found a map for this place. I'm confused. What? No, I found some painkillers, so that's cool. So we are here in the cemetery, everyone. We've come here, obviously this is the next location for us in our journey to try and find our sister Anna, who we brought here originally to a convent in Chile. The idea being that she's not doing too great with the whole being pulled out of time thing. But it turns out the convent are a bunch of crazy people trying to do, we don't know exactly what, but probably very, very bad things. We've gradually been finding bits of her notebook of scribbles that she's been doing in kind of like a possessed state, and the next clue is here to Hess Cemetery, which is why we are here. We've got we did about 10, 12 saves, I think. I've saved over a couple of times, so about a dozen saves, which is fine. We've got plenty to burst through, so. Inventory-wise, we're doing okay. We still have, dials here. Our weaponry is not bad. It's not great, but it's improving. We did go through some very expensive combat at the end of the last video, so that was kind of a problem. But yeah, let's head on outside. Let's try and work out where the hell oh, it's here. I see, okay. So here in the office, we've got the main grounds. I'm guessing this is the entrance to the cemetery itself. We need to work out a way to get into there. So, nothing for us but to get exploring, I guess. Okay. So, let's conduct some science. Where does this go? Nowhere. It's just closed tiny. Okay, cool. There are various of these chambers where we've been finding these dials. We don't know what these dials are for right now. Assumably pieces to a future puzzle that we're gonna have to resolve And I imagine there'll be more for us to explore around as well, so... Yeah, I guess for the time being, let's just go exploring. There is a, an underground as well. We could have gone down. There's a little entrance in the office, but we'll leave that for the time being. For now, let's just try and not get ourselves killed. That sounds like a plan. Where's my inventory at? Crowbar. Okay. I gotta get used to my controls again. I have not touched this game since last week, obviously. More dials. We'll get used to it. Alright, let's go grab these out. Again, our inventory is a bit of a mess. Someone has indeed been busy. Grave robbers, huh? What do you expect, huh? What do you expect? Well... I don't think it's these. No. Not a lot we can do with that right now. Alright. We'll, see if there's anything around here. There is not. I do notice the metal. That could be like a lift or something. Very suspicious. Damn. Here lies Amelia Flores, beloved daughter and sister. That sucks. Some people do anything for a quick buck, won't they? That brings us back round here. Yes, I do see those flashing things around there. Yes, I am interested. Okay. Sure. Let's go up and have an explore here. Just kind of... Huh. That counts as too dark, apparently. Okay, I guess. We can't actually proceed along there. There's like some sort of break in the floor. All sorts of graves and burial stones. Ah, I see. That's how I can get round to the other side here. Okay. I know it's the teddy bear. Seen this symbol dotted about every now and again. Always makes you a little bit nervous. There are 6 zodiac constellation plaques. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, and Virgo. Are those the stars of the constellations on them? Oh, man. I'm getting flashbacks to Silent Hill. They're not good flashbacks. They're not good flashbacks. They make me very, very nervous. Is there blocks and stuff in that one? Why am I getting incredibly nervous that I'm going to have to solve some kind of, like, weirdly obtuse and complex puzzle? Is it because I've played, like, these sorts of games before? I know the level of shit they're going to put you through. The Tower puzzle in 3. I was thinking more initially the Silent Hill 1 puzzle with the door at the end of the game. Although I guess it's not that dissimilar to Silent Hill 3, which, you know, makes a degree of sense. That's kind of the point. Alright. We do need to keep looking through all these various coffins as we find them. Oh, you won't open those coffins, but the other ones, that's totally fine. I'm going to guess that a lots of these names you're seeing are probably like developers designers, that sort of thing. Here's the other 6 constellations. So we know all 12 are about, and I continue to get more and more nervous. Why would it go to such detail to show those off for me? I'm unsettled. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, that brings us over here. Let's get that unlocked for later. Okay. Did I ever check that? We need to make sure we're checking these outcrops. I'm not entirely sure what we have and haven't looked in. Okay, we looked inside this one. That's good. There's another one over here. The 4 animals, huh? From high above, the soaring creature spotted its prey on the dry plains below and dived to claim it with overwhelming speed. With its back to the sun-warmed earth, the creature's protection had become its undoing. No matter how it flailed its little legs, it was unable to move. Though the sun was at its zenith, the creature slept peacefully in its dark cave. With great joy, the panting creature found his way found his friend and master, pouncing on him and kissing him madly. Okay. Solve the puzzle. I'm gonna think about that. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that. It's a bit early in the stream for that level of puzzling right now. That's what I'll tell myself. Well, that's awkward. Well, we know why you two have got graves, because your deaths were faked. When we got you to the convent, the lead sister lied to the press and said that we died in a boating accident. So this was obviously in an attempt to kind of cover that. Bad times. Okay, that opens. This place is so huge. Not a bad thing. Just notable. What's this? I see all sorts of things shining back there. We need some sort of key to get in, though. That is outside of our realms at the moment. This takes us over to here. Hold on one moment. Yeah, we just need to 10 times just to restock here. It's for the best. Haven't we seen this statue before, or one like it, back in the streets? Suspicious. Suspicious. Alright. Apparently this is accessible, allegedly. Not right now. Alright then. Alright everyone, it's puzzle time. Let's work this out here. So the good news is that there's only, what? 24 different combinations to this puzzle. So, worst come to worst, we can brute force this a little bit. A little bit. From high above, the soaring creature spotted its prey on the dry plains below and dived to claim it with overwhelming speed. This is obviously referring to... What do we got here? Let me check this again. Hold on. So we got a bat, a turtle, a dog, and a bird. So it's probably referring to the bird. Who is back on the sun-warped Earth, the creature's protection had become its undoing. So it's probably the turtle. Though the sun outside was at its zenith, the creature slept peacefully in its dark cave. Probably the bird and then the dog. Okay, so I'm just going to assume that this is in that order. If it's not, then we may have problems. Excuse me? What? They go, ah. Okay. With its back on the warm sunned Earth, this needs to be upside down. It's a puzzle within a puzzle. Though the sun outside was at its zenith, the creature slept peacefully in its dark cave. With great joy, the panting creature found his family and master, pouncing on him and kissing him madly.
Oh my gosh, I would do anything to thank you for that. Anything.
Mr. Brittle, how the hell are you doing, man? 59 months of tier 1, you absolute sicko. Thank you very much. That is hugely, hugely appreciated, man. Right. Let's think this logically. How are you keeping anyways? So, the creature slept peacefully in its dark cave. Well, bats sleep upside down, right? That makes sense? Do you think maybe this has got to be, like, pointing downwards? Like it's diving down? We're not bad, man. We're not bad. And the dog, I'm just gonna circle and hope that there's a correct combination here. Hello? The hand cannon. What in the hell is this thing? It's 3 barrels on like the edge of like a saw blade. It looks like something out of Evil Dead, and I'm totally fine with that. What the hell does it fire? I've no idea. Not a bad puzzle. Not a bad puzzle. I get now, like, so the dog's on its hind legs, like it's, you know, like a dog, like, greeting someone, you know, and happy and shit. That's not a bad puzzle. That's not a bad puzzle. Not a bad puzzle. I thought that was going to be the way to future progress, though, but it is not. So I guess we're going down into the catacombs. But yeah, I was, I'd say that was worth the effort. Very nice. Very nice. I thought we'll find some unfortunate foe to test drive that baby on. That's how I got here. Okay. Looks totally optional, that puzzle, but I think this one should probably do. Okay then. So, let's make our way down into here. Right. Place is a little bit kind of creepy. Oh no. Oh no. Well, this could be bad. This could be bad. It's not one of these walls. Let's just look around for now. The hour of lamentation has come. The clouds parted and the sun in its zenith illuminated the bottom of the well. The first horseman, the one crowned during conquest, descended from heaven. At the hour of the Trinity, the horseman of famine descended to take from those who had spoken ill against God. The horseman of war charged into the fray of the number of the devil, thirsting for the blood of the sinful. The last to arrive at the hour of the twins was the horseman of death, whose wrought of final destruction. Now, I did spot, if you look below, there are various horses, so that must be to do with that puzzle. We're just gonna not acknowledge that for the moment until I have nowhere else to go. Okay, it's time for us to acknowledge the puzzle. Let's go down and have a look, see what's going on. Okay. So we've got a few horses. We've got some switches on all of them. That's the horseman of death, you would assume. Pestilence? Right. Okay. Okay, let's go read this book. Let's go read this book and attempt to make assertions as to what in the hell we're doing. The clouds parted in the sun and the zenith illuminated at the bottom of the world. The first horseman, the one crowned. Okay, crowned. Famine. War. Death. Okay. Crown, famine, war, death. Let's go with that for a moment. Now, why there's two sets of switches, I have no idea. We'll work it out. Okay. Crowned. It's a puzzle within a puzzle. God damn it. I hate my life. The clouds parted and the sun at its zenith illuminated the one. Okay, so the crown's gonna be up top. At the hour of the Trinity. 3? The war's 6. The hour of the twins, 11? 3, 6, 12. I'm gonna guess it's 3, 6, and 11. That seems logical, right? That seems logical. Okay. Next it's famine, who we think's free. Then it's war, who we think is 6. Hello. Howdy everyone, how are we doing this lovely Saturday? And then we think that he's It's like Inception, the video game. It's a puzzle within a puzzle within a puzzle. Okay. Alright then. We need to find this dude's arm. Okay. 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 Now, if I was a creepy statue and I was missing my arm, where would I be hiding it? You know? I don't have a good answer for that. I don't have a good answer for this question. Maybe it's got to do with this constellation piece? There's no more progress behind here. Howdy, 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 howdy. Where the hell am I going to find this dude's arm? We don't have anything that we could use in place of. We've got this constellation disc piece. I've got a few theories. I hate all of them. I hate all of them. This is where we came from. This was the route we took in. We're not allowed to go back because we can't defend ourselves in darkness, which is very true. Where's this go? We never came down here. What the heck is this? Leviticus 20:27 has been highlighted. A man also or woman that hath a familiar spirit, that is wizard, shall surely be put to death. They shall stone them with stones, their blood shall be upon them. What a lovely place this is. Well, we got the club key. No, not that one. Oh boy. That generally is a bad sign. Help? Whoa, Jesus! Fucking... Fucking wraiths? What the hell? Christ. Okay. I see how this is gonna be. I did not expect that. That caught me off guard a little bit. I will accept this. Something to put in there so we can get this open. I'm telling you, Caroline, we should have just stayed in freaking Canada. Why did we come all the way down here? It's not even in season. This is just going to be a problem, I see. This is just going to be a problem. I assume the key's got to go down here. You should expect trouble. Goddamn race. Surely this goes in here. Alright. Did take a bit of damage there, actually. I will take it here. Cretins! Apparently I'm managing to nail gun a spirit. Try not to think about it too much. Try not to think about it too much. There's a lot happening here. There's a lot happening. Yeah, that's cool. Tactics does that. Like, I'll be fair, I think that's when I did my series on tactics, and it was long and extensive. And it was longer and extensive because the way I was playing that game, like, it's a sort of thing that it can just engross you and just make you play shitloads, so I understand. Okay. Ah, the Gravedigger's Diary. I should have read that. I apologize. That was entry 1, I think? Yeah. What is that? I fixed the small bell to the grave of the newly deceased, arriving lately today. The processing plant workers' family members insist on them whenever they bury a loved one. It's nothing more than a simple little bell connected via 3 meters of thin cord to their index finger. If the deceased were to wake up and find themselves trapped inside the coffin, they could pull the cord and ring the bell. Why would they ever do this? After the burial, the relatives have returned home and the cemetery site. I take a moment to watch the bell. Why are we burying people that might go back alive? That seems pretty bad. Oh boy. Oh boy. We should have seen this coming. Good news, everyone! We have a consolation disc! Bad news! We're about to have to work out what the hell to do with it. Alright then, we know where it goes at least, so let's try and figure this one out. Now, we're gonna have to... Surely we're not gonna have to guess. There's 12 different... Ah, you missed! You fool! You foolish fool. I'm going to try and avoid what I can around here. But it's going to be tricky, I think. Okay. Okay. Is this Gemini? I think this is the clue. It's Gemini, right? Gemini's the twins? Not that I'm going on a particularly ton of memory, but from my memory of Silent Hill, I believe that's Gemini. Okay, let's juke her, and let's go find Gemini. Of course it'd be upstairs. I hate this place. Yeah, I haven't really looked at the actual remake myself for Tactics. Like, I know it's out, and it's been well received, which is good. Tactics is a decent game. It's one of those games where it's like, it can be as complex or as not complex as you want it to be. Which I do appreciate. Like, you can go ahead and just, like, you know, have a party of, like, 30 different characters that cover every class. Or you can just play as Agrias and Sid and murder everyone. I mean, both of those are totally fine. So Gemini is the top right one, isn't it? Oh my god. I gotta do this without looking. Oh my god. Okay, like... There's like two. There's like there and there. Like there and there. And then there's like 5 down here. Let's try and assemble that. Like that? That looks decent. And then this is looking like... What's this looking like? Not like that. That's wrong. Like that? No, I've got one too many. I think it's like that. I'd say that looks pretty good. I'd say that looks pretty good. I can live with that. I don't really know what I make of these, like, wraith enemies. They're a thing, I guess. We'll go with that. They're a thing. I gotta say, if you don't know that's Gemini, good luck. Because the game doesn't tell you. Holy Christ. It does not give you those clues. Those have been in existence since the first game. Now what? Morbid illustrations, huh? Oh, we've seen this before. So this is the statue. This is the bridge. This is the tree of ropes. Ah, this might be where we can find like these missing bits to the to this puzzle. Okay. We're going prospecting. Very good. Very good. All right then. Yeah, not as blatant boobies as we had in the first game, but they're definitely a thing. They're definitely a thing. All right. Okay. Problem. Once I find what I'm looking for, how am I then picking up the item? Also, technically, nothing. Ah, there we go. I wasn't too sure if the game would just let me do that. University degrees? Ha! That's a good answer. Okay. Do this one next. Okay. Here we are. Just gotta hold it over that area for a moment and it'll pick it up. Okay, there's the silver one. Now, the statue's on the other side of the yard, so let's go make our way over there. I'm sure we'll be harassed by more enemies. Yeah, I will give you believe that is a good answer, university degrees. I will... That is one of your better ones. I will concede. It's one of your better ones. I'd almost be willing to give you a VIP badge just for that, but you already have one, so... Yeah, you understand how it is. I mean, at least a week. Let the body settle a little, you know? Ain't here. we are. Alright, we got our 3 octagons. That wasn't as... Did it just cloud over? Oh boy. I've seen this before. Oh shit, it's too dark. What is this, Code Veronica? Unbelievable. I know, right? These fuckers are everywhere. Shit. Alright. I think this calls for higher ordnance. No. Yeah. There we go. Go get you some. God. Stop what you're doing. Also worth noting, by the way, I don't know if you noticed those nail shots. It looks like they're actually... They do go through. They're piercing. It might be because of our higher stuff going on. Alright. We need to get this used. Okay. So, we have 3 octagons, right? How do we know which one goes where? We don't know which one goes where. We also don't know what we're trying to do either. Okay. Right. I wonder. That is not the solution. Okay, so we need more information before we can do this puzzle. We've got no idea what we're doing with this. We got the octagons, but we don't know what order or what solution we're after here. Hold on a second. Isn't this the... We need to go back to the cemetery office. I think I see what's going on here. I think I see what's going on. Do you guys... You might not. There was the statue of the fisherman that we've seen dotted around here. This dude. Pedro Fisher. I noticed the wheel on the top of the stone. And I noticed the individual was holding a hat. I think it's his grave. I think it's his grave. So does that mean we're spelling his name? That does have a P. So it'd be P-E-D, and this would be what, an O? There's definitely an O. I think that's the solution. I don't know if I'm meant to work out and ascertain that that's what I'm meant to be doing from this, or if I'm just... Or if I'm just kind of, like, surmising. But it feels like that sort of makes sense. I think he's on holiday. I think he went to the same convent we did. Christ. There's a lot of bad shit happening right now. But I think that's what we gotta do. Again, like, I don't know if I'm meant to surmise that's what the solution from this. But I think that's what we gotta do here. So... I gotta turn it all the way. Hold on. Let's test this. Does this have an E on it? It does. Yeah. I'm impressed that I sussed that out. It is. It's a secret lift. I don't know if I think this is a good puzzle or not. I think it's good because I feel clever that I've sussed it, but, like, it is very much a... You've got to just go on context clues. Anyways, I guess we're here somewhere. It's been a very puzzle-heavy part of the game so far. Not that I'm necessarily complaining. This is not a good place. Expedition. 927 discovery of the Hertz ruins by German doctor and corvette captain Pedro Hertz. Huh. That's not what he was called on the picture. Congratulations on getting accepted into the convent, Lucia. Do you remember the story I used to tell you? Well, look what I found. Look how young your father was back then. Ha! I guess that makes sense. Hey, the mall was alright, you know? The mall was alright. Okay, this is the entrance back into there. This brings us back into the chamber where we need to find the dude's arm. Wherever that may or may not be. Guess we're just going further down. There's a concerning amount of skulls just laying about down here, you know. Can't say I'm filled with high confidence right now. Well, then I'll come back. I'll come back. This is a good camera shot. Just descending into nothingness. this? Like some kind of old rectory or something? And many of those who sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake. Some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. Oh no. Are we really about to go down this route? We are, aren't we? This is happening. This is happening. Oh god. Well, this is Pedro's tomb, everyone, and well, it looks like he had a previous occupation. Oh boy. And so the past of this place gets darker and darker and darker. Here we go. I think it calls for extreme action. Come on! Jesus Christ! What is that thing loaded with? Just pain and destruction. You see that? What the hell is loaded in that thing? It just ripped them to pieces. I was like, the power of Christ was in this. My lord. That is a vicious gun. That's good stuff. These things had no chance against that. Just ripped them to shreds. Good stuff. Apparently it comes loaded with them. We need to not be here anymore. We need to leave. We need to leave. I think they want their sword back. Okay. So down here, use the sword. And we think that's 11. Why am I surprised? Going down. This area's got some very good, like, cinematic shots to it. In a game that prides itself on that, it's very impressive. It's very impressive.
Greetings, my child. Come. Won't you join your sister?
No thanks, Lucia. Come on, Anna. It's time to go.
She doesn't hear you. She is lost in her devotion.
Anna, it's me. Come on. Snap out of it.
See, Anna. Be joyful. Your prodigal sister has returned.
Oh, Anna. What did she do to you?
Do not be downhearted. Look at you both. I have erased the years between you. The Wildberger twins are identical once more, and nothing can stand in the way of your destiny. We should rejoice. Hail Nautilus!
Hail, Nautilus. Why is she acting that way? What did you do to her, you psycho?
I simply gave her something to tame that unruly Wildberger spirit. Submit to me, and you can share in the blessing of divine grace.
You old witch. Listen to me carefully. If you harm her...
Do not threaten me, foolish child.
Yeah.
Anna is infected with the puppet virus. She is under my will. See?
Caroline?
Wait,
Is that you?
is this Resident Evil 4
I don't know
now?
what's happening to me. Help me, please.
Enough. Step back, Caroline. Neither of us wants to see Anna's blood spilled, not in this sacred place.
Don't worry, Anna. I'm gonna fix this, okay? Just hold on a little longer.
Our hero. They can't all be winners. Oh. 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 That's not good. What in the fuck is that? Jesus. Goddamn Nazis! I swear to God. Yeah! I hope that feels good. So I think it's pretty clear what we gotta do here. We can't get Kino de Pedro by himself. We need to take out his minions. Group them. I need bigger weaponry than this. 1 second, timeout. Okay. Time in. The state of this place, man. It is cooked. Oh no! Get him! Wait, what? That's not making a sound? I mean, I got a chainsaw. I don't think the sound's playing on it. I think it's glitching. It's a little unfortunate. Get him! It is getting worse down here. It is getting worse. Nope. I'm in some serious problems down here. Apparently, I'm empty. Am I actually legit empty on that? I am legit empty on that. That's pretty bad. Good grief. Well, I think it's fair to suggest that there's problems. I think it's fair to suggest there's problems. Apparently, every single fucking person in the universe was invited to this one. Christ. Well, fun arena. I feel like maybe I could have made better decisions about my hand cannon use, but I don't entirely regret it. Our inventory is not good. It is not good. It's a mirror. This is a bad place. Oh yeah, so that seems to be what's going on here. This Chilean convent can trace itself back to the Nazis. Oh my god. That is not where I thought this story was going to be going. We'll be needing this. We'll be needing this. These batteries, right. Remember those batteries that we have in the cassette player? I'm gonna need those again. Sure, that won't be a problem. Wait, what brand are those? Duralon. Sure. Alright. Let's go load this up. Da, 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 da. There we go. The power of science compels you. Yeah, I'm sure. Like a rheumatistic feel, you know, something earthy. We'll go with that. I guess I don't need the lighter on shorthand anymore. So I guess we can drop that for now. Let's shortcut this up, and then I'll shortcut the shotgun down. And that's going to have to do. So what ammo do we have? We've got shotgun and shells. I have that and a vial. I have a nail and a bit of chainsaw. That's literally it. Oh my god. That's grim. We have a load of health. Guess we're gonna have to get used to bashing stuff to shit down here. Great. Ah. It's always good when your location on the map goes off the freaking map itself. And a sketchbook. The school. That's not terrifying at all. That's not terrifying at all. And we're back here. First aid, alright. Ah, I know where that goes. Back up to here, the mausoleum area. Okay, that's how we get out of here. Alright. I don't want to go that way. I do want to quickly go back on ourselves. Apparently there was some pots or something I missed somewhere. I don't know where exactly. But allegedly we did. Given our supply situation, we kind of need to go do some scavenging. Still don't know how to get these walls open. We still have not been able to identify. It's not the crowbar, by the way. So that is not the solution. I hope these pots weren't in here, because I ain't going back in here again. That's a bad place now. So, if so, well, they're going to charity. Alright. But yeah. Pedro Fisher is actually Pedro Villahess. He was a Nazi. Intriguing. I think we're going to go ahead and save the game. What I think about the many life choices that we have made today.
I knew it. I knew Lucia was behind all of this. She's done something to my sister. I don't know what kind of witchcraft she's using, but she has total control over Anna's will. This place is sinking deeper and deeper into evil. Even the dead won't stay in their graves. I found another of Anna's drawings. This one shows somewhere I think is in the school. I'm gonna try and find it.
Yeah, so the school is over here. We need to find a way through the train station area, and this door, which has been locked this whole time, we've yet to find a solution to this. Maybe we'll figure something out. It's an interesting, like, kind of way of doing it. That, yeah, Villa Hess is actually a German name. Which I guess makes sense, but you just never think about it. Alright, there are still some shamblers around here. Nope. Cannot have. Off me, you fuckers. Alright. Time for us to leave. Now, It probably is still not safe coming through here. But we're going to try. There they are, the little bastards. Get him! Get him! Violence! Back. Back. Nope. Aha! Yeah! There you go. See? Those streams I spent playing Demon Souls were useful. Yep. Crab people once more. All hail. No! Ow! You piece of trash. Ow! This is our life. Having to go and have melee battles with crabs with a crowbar. It's not great. Shit. It's not great. Where does this go? I don't want to go there just yet. I do want to get back to the streets. No. The questions we ask ourselves in chat. The important questions. The important question. Here's another one of these walls. I'm starting to wonder if these are going to be so, like, optional by the end of all this. They might not be. You piece of trash. Get back here. Who do you think you are, huh? Okay. That brings us back here. Right. I'm gonna do the legwork. I'm gonna do the legwork. I think we need to do the legwork here. We're in a pretty bad way with supplies. Is that statue I was referring to earlier. Never had crab. I can definitely say I've never had crab. I think I would be willing to try it. That sounds bad. Oh, it's these guys from the freaking processing plant are in here. Yeah, this mole. This mole continues to get worse. We are not going in here ever again for exploring. Alright, so here's the way it's back to the convent. There are these boxes. Let's smash these open and try and get some supplies. What do we got? There's some nails. I mean, that's better than nothing. It's better than nothing. Right, so here's the door to the church. By the way, I've noticed this on the ground the whole time. Believe me, it has not escaped me. We can't get into the church. It's locked for some reason. And here's the statue of Pedro. Another box here, by the way. Shells. Pedro the fisherman. Yeah. That. But this is locked from the other side. We can't get in. So I guess it seems logical that that thing we saw in the tunnel probably is the way to get around, right? That seems reasonable to me. That takes us back to the save area we don't want to be. We want to go this way, right? So yeah, I think worth just coming back here. Let's grab some stuff. Smallers. I hope for our own sakes we never have to come here and do anything ever again. It's a bad place. Reckon Street Fighter can wait. I'll do that in another series. I'm going to need to also... yeah, I need to do something. Hold on. There is... What? I just need to, do this. Do this. I noticed there was some heavy desync developed on the feed. I just need to refresh the feed. There we go. It just does it. I've mentioned this before. It's a thing I can't identify why it does that. No, it hasn't. Like, the game has been generally fair. It's been occasionally a little obtuse. But no, there's not been anything that outrageous. I mean, like, there's a couple of things I'm like, oh, like the crane puzzle. And shit like that. But it's not, like, been unfair. It's just been, you know, puzzles within puzzles. So in that respect, yeah, I can't say a whole lot of bad stuff, you know. It's been pretty balanced. Right. Where the hell is this leading us to? And how many bad things have happened here? Yeah. God help us. Canada looking real... real nice about now. Look who it is. It's this man. He's been giving us our melee weapons as we've gone. It was either him or me. He said this a few times. Haven't you killed to defend yourself too? Yes, I can see that thing flashing. Yeah, we got bigger problems right now. Do you know the way to the school? All the roads to the school are closed, but there is a route to the commercial district through some old tunnels that run beneath the town. We will go into the butcher shop and not come out for many hours. That's your clue. Yeah, we couldn't have done anything in the butcher shop before because it's dark in there. I think we've got a tool to start taking out some walls. Look at the freaking size of that damn thing. Jesus. It's literally a fire hydrant on a pipe. I will say I have liked the design of lots of these weapons, and that you can kind of see what they're made of. So again, we've got, like, you know, the hand cannon. Like, the handle is an old saw blade and shit like that. Obviously, we made this from, like, a bike chain and a pipe and such. Like, I really do appreciate, like, the homemade component feel to lots of these types of weapons. You know, it's like an electric handle and such. I mean, that's really cool. I mean, that's really cool. Yeah, we got some places to revisit. Fucking hell, look at this. That's a serious weapon. That's a serious weapon. Yeah. So whose is this? Is this Joseph's? This is a warlock's cave where the initiation rituals of witchcraft are performed away from prying eyes. The chosen ones, those who seek true power, must renounce God in this dark place and instead accept the devil as their master. Yeah. You know what? He's probably right. I mean, the hammer is going to be slow as a weapon, but it's also a utility item. Warlocks have little patience for nosy young girls who don't know their place. I bet. Jesus, look at this. This is some grim stuff. This game knows how to be dark when it wants to, doesn't it? It knows how to be dark when it wants to. I'm going to put this on shorthand, actually, on this side for now. We will try it in combat and see how it goes. We'll see. Okay, so locations of walls. Butcher shop obviously is progress. There was one in the convent. Yeah, the fish market. The fish processing plant. There's one in the mall. And then obviously there's the graveyard as well. Alright. Well. Let's go adventuring, everyone. This better be worth the trouble. There's something about just how, like, Callie's just sauntering along with this freaking giant hammer in her hand. It's kind of absurd. It's like some freaking dystopian scene out of, like, freaking 40K or something crazy. We might have some test subjects. Get him! Yeah! Alright. That's some good damage. That's some good damage right there. I could get behind that. Right. Okay. Where was the wall? Oh, it was back down with the, I don't know where it was. Okay, I know where we need to go. I don't know if this is the fastest way, but it's the route we're going to take. Fine. Yeah, against, like, slower enemies, like, it hits hard. But would I use it against, like, the wraiths as they're coming at me? Probably not. Probably not. How the hell am I getting down there? Oh, I need to go through the office. That'll work. That's good stuff. Like, I approve of that. Yeah, definitely. It's a use at your own peril and danger sort of weapon, but I think definitely definitely there's room to make this work. There's room to make this work. Alright. Let's go bash this down. See where this goes. There's no two. Ah! It's an attachment for the nail gun. Ah! Neat! Get ourselves some upgrades. Yeah, customize your fun. Shame that it didn't come with like any actual ammo, but it'll be okay. Alright, extended magazine for that. It's pretty sweet. I guess while we're down here, and I've got my hammer now, I feel a little bit more confident dealing with these guys. Oh, you mean these pots? I don't think those pots are breakable. Oh, no. Oh! Oh, look at the dodge! Yeah! Look at those moves as he hits me through his attack. Excuse me? What? Excuse me? I didn't save that long ago. Whatever, Okay.